So Mindshift, right? We want to go from visibility to value. Now, people use that word value all the time, so let me explain what I mean. Likes are cool, shares are love, but none of that pays the bills unless we attach clarity to it, right? And call to action on our creativity. Most creators post out of impulse or emotion. And trust me, as a Gemini, y'all seen me grow over the years, I get it. But if you can't build a movement, if people don't know what you want them to do, we can't just create content. We have to have directional storytelling. So I just had a post I put up about my hair journey. And in that, I included some things I wanted people to take some actions on, like downloading my new guide, as well as looking into some of my merchandise. But it starts with like you showing up consistently and being yourself and having something to talk about, right? And getting people to feel something, in that moment. Because there's a bunch of things going on all the time. So it's easy to just like get distracted from what it is you want people to do. I have a whole bunch of stuff that comes in my DMs. People ask me for stuff all the time. I've made a commitment, like if it doesn't go on my calendar, at this point it doesn't exist. I have to just be honest with myself. So let's go into the next part. We're going to break down 3 parts of magnetic content. So today I'm going to teach about making content. We have 3 other episodes prior to this. So, this one might make a little bit more sense if you watch the other 3. So if you need me to send those to you, feel free to hit me up, drop a comment, and, or you can go to my page. They're actually pinned on my page. When I post this one, it's going to move the first one down. So I'm going to organize it for y'all the best that I can. But you can go to my YouTube too. I'm actually uploading them now, and they'll come out after this season is recorded. So I'm going to record on Instagram Live, and I'm going to cook up everything, and then it's going to be on YouTube. Shouts out to Boogie, you feel me, aka Jay. I'm just looking at my Instagram Live. Shouts out to L Muse. I mean, we in the building. So this is the breakdown of the 3 parts of magnetic content that really work, right? Hook with intention. So if you notice my videos, they always have like a hook on them, meaning text on it to let people know what they about to watch. But like saying, listen to my new music, that's not a good hook. You need a good hook, something that makes people want to stop and like really look deeper into it. So stop starting your videos with random energy. Start with a problem you solve. Use a pain point, a strong opinion, or a contradiction. Make them stop scrolling in the first 2 seconds. So typically, like I said, when I started this one, I didn't want to come in random, right? Obviously, y'all saw me. Thank you, Jay. So, I had my technical difficulty in the first 2 seconds. So give me some grace today. But if you check the majority of my interviews or my post, it always starts off with people da 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 da, or I da 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 da, or just going straight to the point, right? And some people might think, based on like the way things used to be storytelling wise, that's the incorrect way to do it. A lot of us is stuck in like traditional ways of doing things. Mind you, those traditional ways don't even include everybody. You can do things traditionally the best way, and people will still overlook you because of things that go on in society. So it's like, we ain't never really benefit from traditional over here. We had to figure out how to be exceptional and radical and make a point immediately. And that's why we thriving in this era, you feel me? Because social media is really like the world's true essence. Meanwhile, people got those controlled environments where they trying to do traditional stuff. So this is what I'm talking about right here. I'm telling a story. I've hooked it in with intention and something that means something to me. But you start off with something that's engaging, and then people will stay around. Shouts out to Shelly Brown in the building. So the second one is story that sells, right? So like I mentioned, I got a post on my page where I talk about my hair journey. It's actually still uploading. I was tired of waiting for it to upload, so I said, let me just do the live, and then I'm sure once the live is over, and then all of this will align. So what's the transformation? What are you showing us? Take us from confused to clear, even if in 30 seconds. Show proof, voice over a real moment, or teach something fast. Having content and just taping stuff is going to help you a lot with this. Sometimes the pictures you take aren't going to get used until a thumbnail later. Or sometimes the video you really just need the audio in the background. You don't even need the video. But you got to get used to like bringing your phone on. I know that can feel a little bit intimidating or unnatural to people of a certain age, especially mine and older. It's like most people don't even like bringing out their camera because it just doesn't feel natural. Not because they didn't want to capture the moment. Let me say that again. A lot of people I know, it's not that they don't want to pull out the camera, it just don't feel natural. Be yourself. Be yourself, man. Be yourself. It's that simple. You know what I mean? Sell your story. And if you want more clarity on what that means and how to do that, you can drop the word link in the comments. We can talk about it. The clarity kit, you'd be doing that on your own. The clarity checklist, you'd be doing that on your own. But the clarity kit is when you work with me one-on-one. So in the clarity kit, you get to work with me for at least an hour on a live call similar to this. And then I'll build you a blueprint, right? But that blueprint's going to be based on a few things. You're going to fill out a form. Then I'm going to feed it to the AI so it's got all the top tier information all over the world to look over your form and create a strategy. And when we have our call, I have a note-taking AI that will create the most important notes of our interview and our conversation about your brand, and I'll also integrate that. So that'll be a live conversation with all your emotion and all of your explanations, right? And it's going to create you a custom blueprint that only I have the ability to create for you, right? So shouts out to the gang. You know what I'm saying? I also want to mention, like, you could do this as well. You could start a stand store and you could start doing the same thing. But the way you do it is what's going to stand apart. No one can do it like I do it. You can do the same things. You can use the same apps and AIs and all of that stuff. But it's like the insight that I have and the feedback you're going to get from me from my experience, it's going to make it different. So call with purpose, right? So a lot of times, we tell people to do things, but it's very casual. And, I've been guilty of it, just not reinforcing things consistently enough. I create a lot of things. So sometimes, I look back at some of my metrics. I create 75 posts a month. And it's like, yeah, there's not even 75 days in a month. I can't promote my stuff all the time. So, being intentional with purpose, why you create and why you calling people to do things, right? So end with one decision. You can click now, comment below, DM me. Don't give 5 options. Give one option. Clarity wins. So that's what I do. If I say comment, I leave it at comments, right? I usually just say comment. That's been my whole thing. Whether I want you to get something, learn something, say something, do something, just comment. If you feel like saving it, save it. If you feel like sharing it, share it. But I want to see the comments. I want to know how you feel, right? So that's that, right? So I'm going to give you all an example, right? I've done a few of these lives. One thing that I've noticed is the watch time. So some of the lives, they only get watched for a few seconds per person, and then other of the lives, there's like hours of watch time. So I wanted to do this one shorter so that y'all could get all the information as quickly as possible and get up out of here. So that's what I mean with purpose, right? Telling a story and also hooking with intentions, right? I did all of those things much quicker today, and that's just me even taking this opportunity with the Clarity Clinic to put myself through a clinic, right? This is an exercise that's supposed to improve my ability to tell y'all more about what I'm offering. So that being said, if you know your content is dope, but the conversions are low and you need a new strategy, that's what I was saying before, you can get the checklist for free, right? You can watch the clinic for free, right? So you get the checklist, boom, 10 minutes, do it on your own. Then you got these live videos where I'm pretty much giving you the ability to like do it yourself and get some of my insight along the way, almost like a course or like a coaching vibe. And then the kit is the full package. The kit is, we gonna solve this problem and put you in the right direction within the next 90 days, just like that. Like, you can just skip the process of watching the videos, because after I put out all the videos, that's gonna be 10-15 hours of videos. Or you could do the checklist. It could take you 10 minutes, but you're doing it on your own. You get with me, I'll devote you all my time for that day, and we gonna figure this out. So that's what it looks like. That's what we doing. If y'all got any questions, let me know. Drop the word link in the comments, and we can go. You heard me.